We all crave love and acceptance. We search for it in our relationships, our careers, and even in the approval of strangers. But what if the most important love story we'll ever experience is the one we have with ourselves? Self-love isn't about vanity or ego. It's about recognizing our worth and treating ourselves with kindness and respect. It's about embracing our strengths and weaknesses and understanding that we are enough, just as we are. When we love ourselves, we create a powerful foundation for everything else in our lives. Our relationships become stronger, our work becomes more fulfilling, and we radiate a sense of confidence and inner peace that draws others to us. It all starts with a simple shift in perspective, a decision to choose love every single day. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to light up a room? They exude a certain energy that's both magnetic and inspiring. This isn't about physical appearance, it's about the energy they emanate from within. Our thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create an energy field around us. When we're filled with self-love and acceptance, we radiate a positive frequency that attracts more of the same. On the other hand, when we're critical of ourselves, filled with self-doubt and constantly comparing ourselves to others, our energy becomes heavy and depleted. We might find ourselves feeling drained, attracting negativity, and struggling to find joy in our lives. The good news is that we have the power to choose our energy. By cultivating self-love and positive thoughts, we raise our vibration and attract more love, abundance, and joy into our lives. The law of within is a powerful principle that suggests our outer world is a reflection of our inner world. Our thoughts are incredibly powerful. They shape our beliefs, influence our actions, and ultimately create our reality. If we constantly tell ourselves we're not good enough, we'll find evidence to support that belief. We might sabotage our own success, push away opportunities, or settle for less than we deserve. But when we choose to focus on thoughts of self-love, worthiness, and possibility, something magical happens. We start to see ourselves and the world around us differently. We attract opportunities that align with our true potential, and we find the courage to pursue our dreams. Our thoughts are like seeds. We have the power to choose which ones we want to plant and nurture. Let's take the example of Sarah. Sarah always struggled with self-doubt. She was afraid of failure, constantly compared herself to others, and never felt good enough. This affected her relationships, her career, and her overall happiness. One day, Sarah decided she was tired of feeling this way. She started practicing self-love by challenging her negative thoughts, speaking kindly to herself, and focusing on her strengths. She began to celebrate her accomplishments, no matter how small, and she allowed herself to dream bigger. Slowly but surely, Sarah's life began to change. As she embraced self-love, her confidence blossomed. She started taking risks, pursuing her passions, and building stronger, healthier relationships. Sarah's story reminds us that transformation is possible. By choosing self-love, we unlock our true potential and create a life filled with joy, purpose, and authenticity. One of the most powerful acts of self-love is finding your voice and using it authentically. For many of us, speaking our truth can be scary. We might be afraid of judgment, rejection, or conflict, but when we silence our true selves, we diminish our own light. We deny the world the gift of our unique perspective and experiences. Self-love empowers us to speak up, even when our voice shakes. It gives us the courage to share our stories, express our opinions, and set healthy boundaries. When we find our voice, we step into our power. We inspire others to do the same, and we create a ripple effect of authenticity and courage. Our culture often bombards us with images of perfection, flawless faces, perfect bodies, and lives that seem effortlessly put together. It's easy to get caught up in the comparison game and feel like we're not enough. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion. It's in our imperfections that we discover our true beauty and strength. Our scars tell stories of resilience. Our mistakes become lessons learned, and our vulnerabilities allow us to connect with others on a deeper level. Self-love means embracing all of who we are, the good, the bad, and the perfectly imperfect. It's about recognizing that our flaws are not liabilities, but rather threads in the rich tapestry of our lives. One of the greatest obstacles to self-love is holding on to past hurts and grudges. We might replay old wounds in our minds, harbor resentment towards ourselves or others, and struggle to let go of the pain. But forgiveness isn't about condoning someone else's actions or forgetting what happened. It's about freeing ourselves from the weight of the past and choosing to move forward with love and compassion. When we forgive ourselves and others, we create space for healing and growth. We release the anger and resentment that were holding us back, and we open ourselves up to the possibility of a brighter future. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves. It's a powerful act of self-love that allows us to reclaim our peace and joy. Letting go of the past is just as important as forgiving ourselves and others. We all carry baggage, past mistakes, regrets, and experiences that have shaped who we are. But when we cling to these old stories, we limit our capacity for growth and happiness. We might find ourselves stuck in patterns of self-sabotage or fear, unable to fully embrace the present moment. Letting go of the past doesn't mean forgetting it. It means acknowledging the lessons we've learned, honoring the strength it took to overcome challenges, and choosing to focus on creating a future that's aligned with our highest selves. Self-love is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily practice of choosing thoughts, words, and actions that nurture our well-being. The more we practice self-love, the more natural it becomes. We create a positive feedback loop, where our thoughts, feelings, and actions reinforce each other. Start with small acts of self-care, such as taking a warm bath, spending time in nature, or listening to your favorite music. Make time for activities that bring you joy and nourish your soul. As you make self-care a priority, you'll notice a shift in your energy. You'll feel more grounded, more resilient, and more capable of handling life's challenges. Spreading the love. When we love ourselves, it becomes easier to love others. We approach our relationships with greater compassion, empathy, and understanding. We're less likely to take things personally, and we're more willing to forgive and move on from disagreements. We become a source of love and support for those around us, and we attract people who reflect our own self-worth. Self-love is contagious. When we embrace our own worthiness, we inspire others to do the same. We create a ripple effect of love that spreads outward, touching the lives of everyone we encounter. Finding joy in the everyday. One of the greatest benefits of self-love is the ability to find joy in the everyday moments. We start to appreciate the simple things, the warmth of the sun on our skin, the laughter of loved ones, the beauty of nature. We become more present in our lives, savoring each experience and finding gratitude for the small miracles that surround us. When we love ourselves, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We approach each day with a sense of wonder and excitement, eager to discover all the beauty and joy that life has to offer. The courage to be yourself. In a world that often tells us to fit in, self-love gives us the courage to stand out. It empowers us to embrace our uniqueness, celebrate our differences, and live authentically. We stop trying to be who we think others want us to be, and we give ourselves permission to be our true, messy, beautiful selves. When we embrace our true selves, we give others permission to do the same. We create a world where individuality is celebrated, differences are honored, and everyone feels seen and valued for who they truly are. Owning your story. We all have a story to tell, a unique journey filled with triumphs, challenges, and everything in between. Our stories are what make us who we are, and they deserve to be honored and shared. Self-love means owning our stories, both the good and the bad. It means acknowledging our past experiences, learning from our mistakes, and recognizing the strength and resilience we've gained along the way. When we own our stories, we step into our power. We become the authors of our own lives, and we create a narrative that's filled with hope, purpose, and authenticity.